Right. I think, when you look at the limitations of staff, or you look at some of the things that continue to be stresses in pharmacies, but one of the things I think that you have to pay attention to is, as the practitioner in the store, is working within the, I'll use the word workflow, or working within the structure that's been set up in the pharmacy. I talk often about working smarter, not harder, and that's certainly not something I came up with. But I think there are some great efficiencies that pharmacies don't always take advantage of, particularly in companies that are larger, that have developed those workflows that have some efficiencies and do a really good job of freeing up team members to do those things, whether it's making calls to patients to see why or why not they're adherent on their medication, or following up on new prescriptions and why they have or haven't been picked up, or how they're doing on those new prescriptions. Having that mindset that what's the next thing I need to do with my day, and being efficient about that, will help quite a bit to take away some of the roadblocks or some of the stresses that I think is perceived that we don't have the time to do in our pharmacies. They are certainly busier. We process way more prescriptions per person probably today than we did 10 years ago, but I think or 5 years ago even, but you have to keep in mind some of the efficiencies that have been put in there through, processing time is less, the automation that happens in many pharmacies, and the number of phone calls that don't take place in the pharmacy anymore because so many things are electronic, that even though the prescription volumes are higher, and the number of prescriptions processed per person hour, man hour in the pharmacy is a little bit higher, I think companies continue to do what they can to make that work more efficient and free them up. So I'm not sure that there is a huge barrier or a huge decrease in your amount of time to talk to the patients today as there might have been 5 years ago, as long as you work within those parameters that the companies continually try and give you to be more efficient.